So this is my review of the first day of the Border Gavaskar Trophy last fifth test, and which is happening in Sydney, I think. And today's day was mostly disappointing. Like I didn't see a lot of action, especially India's batting. I didn't see a lot of it, but the dismissals that I saw back and the batting that I saw, I think one thing it showed, I think there were four or five people who played at least 30 to 40 plus balls more, or four people. The only problem was that they really didn't make any as such runs, on, unlike like the Punt or even the last people that were there. I think on this pitch what was required was first it had some extra grass in it which it usually doesn't have. Usually Sydney is a batting pitch, but since past 2 3 years it has been a little bit of a bowlers friendly pitch. We saw it in South Africa also. I think one thing was that let's go into some things. I think first, I think on this pitch you were required to take some risk or at least hit the balls that are in your area. Like try for shots there at least, which I don't think our batters did. They were looking to bat time in the hope that the conditions get better, but the conditions never really did get better. And we saw that throughout the innings that the conditions never really got better. I think someone like a Punt who was, trying some wild shit also at the starting, but in the middle he went quiet, and in the end he hit like a ball which was so outside his range and hit it on the other side and got caught. And which was, I think, a result of cluttered mind, and also that he he had to curb his instincts, and it eventually got the better of him. And even after the disappointing performance, he was still the highest run scorer of the team. Virat Kohli, same dismissal, ball going outside, he can't really, he got out to it again. He almost got out to it on the first ball also, but uh, Steve Smith, the ball didn't carry it, or maybe it did. But I think if in the sand also, their stats that since 2024 Virat Kohli has averaging 7 7 7 in the first innings. I hope just when the second innings comes he hits runs. Otherwise, let's call it quits, man, because otherwise why take him to the England tour? The ball is going to move a lot more there if like the pitches are not batting pitches as England usually gives them now. So the ball's gonna move a lot there anyways. So I'm just thinking that why he he played like 60 balls, I think, right? And he scored like 17 runs. And Shubman Gill also, again, Australia's tactics worked. And what was that dismissal even? Like, I don't even understand what was that dismissal. He went to the pitch of the ball of Lion and he edged it. Like, he was like, what happened? And then KL Rahul. But KL Rahul's was like probably the most useless shot. Even more useless than Rishabh's shot. Like it was such a useless shot. Like he was giving catching practice to Comstas. And now he's averaging like what, 32, 33 in this series. Now you can say like that isn't really a true reflection of his contribution, that because that 33 also includes that 27 or 70, 80 balls also, 77, 78 balls. So can you really count? But like how much can this pattern go, man? Like this was not really a good ball also. This was just simple catching practice, and Jaiswal, I will say Jaiswal has done really well in this tour. I think he's our highest run scorer. And even then, one thing that has been a worry that in the first innings he has not really scored runs in the first innings. It has come in the second innings mainly. But yes, you can say that his second innings has been crucial also. So I think that is what will take it from that. I hope that he improves, and Rahul also, man. Like, hope he scores in the second innings, because till when will this cycle go? This is why KL Rahul's average is like what, 35 or something total average. What is his average? His average is not even 40, I think, in Test cricket. So this is why he scores like one or two good knocks. Two is, maybe a higher number, and then that's just it for him. He doesn't score anything then. Shubman also, like, very quickly, Yashasvi Jaiswal will probably break his record, break his overall test runs also in lesser time than him. Like, Shubman has to do something. Like, his records in Sena since 2023 has been really bad. And he got this spot, they swapped the captain out. Like, this was finally, my opinion on the Gambhir and the Rohit situation is that I'm just gonna say both kinda deserve each other. Both, like, Gambhir was a loud mouth. He used to say a lot of stuff about beat Kohli or beat others. He was talking about like Star Sports, his PR and all. Now when he comes to he was like one of the first people who used to openly back Rohit Sharma as captain, even when like Virat just became captain in the white ball, like in 2017, 2018, when there was not that much pushback to Virat as captain in the white ball. And now when he is there, now he sees what politics Rohit is bringing, he sees the form. But the thing is also that the pressure is now on Gambhir. Like, he had the balls, he had the power to drop Rohit Sharma, the World Cup winning captain, the guy who brought down Kohli from his throne, who essentially got him sacked from ODI and T20. So, and who also took down Hardik Pandya as well. So this shows that the board has given him power because they trust in his vision. But that also means that the Champions Trophy is something that after which they will review things. Maybe if we don't perform well, I don't think Gambhir will be out. He will, I think, only be out if we don't even make it to like the semi-final or something in the Champions Trophy. But let's just say we make it to the semi, then we lose, or we make it to the final, then we lose. I think then what will probably happen is that Gambhir will stay, but maybe some of the staff members, someone like Dushate or like Abhishek Nair may get sacked. I think that may happen. Maybe they get sacked and no, but Gambhir also has a short throw. Like, you saw the articles that were coming in the last 2-3 days of 2 days, I think, of saying that Gambhir by Devendra Ji, the friend of Rohit Sharma, that Gambhir is not the permanent coach. Gambhir needs to take this route. He needs to take that route. Gambhir is this. Gambhir is that. And we saw that what was essentially happening. And one thing is that Rohit's test career is over. His test career is over essentially now. And it's sad because the thing is, I have my hate for him also, but I also understand his contributions in various series. His home contributions are there to see. He has missed a lot of test matches, and I have laid out my differences or the things that I don't agree with him on, or that I don't like about him missing a lot of Sena tours and all. But the matches that he has played, he has had good contributions in it, be it at home, be it in England also. He has had good contributions, so I'll give it to him. But one thing is, he should have never taken test captaincy. Even at that time, when they made him the test captain, I was like, why did you take it? At that time, he was very injury prone. Like when he became the full-time captain, he was supposed to become the full-time captain from the South Africa series itself of ODIs and T20s. He was announced as the captain for the ODI series, but he got injured, so KL Rahul captain. That's what happened. Like in Tests, people don't remember that Virat Kohli was captain, but Rohit Sharma was announced as vice captain for the South Africa series back in 2022. But he got injured, so Rahul became the vice captain, and that happened for the next few months. Like there will be series where you have different captains because Rohit got injured, then the replacement captain got injured, and then they got injured, and so on and so on. But he still took the Test captaincy. And I always said, not only from the points of leadership, he's not a good Test leader anyway, because he does not understand Test tactics anyway. And second, that he had a revival in 2019 as a Test batsman. He did not even have, like, you can say, like, after his revival, he had not been like he had been like a mainstay for the team for since the last 3-4 years basically, and he gave him the captaincy, and it was destined to fail. I thought that after the England series you know, but he didn't, and he saw that, like, something happened to him in the T20 World Cup because then he just forgot how to bat, like a normal batsman. Like his trust in his defense went down in Test cricket. He just used to come on and hit the ball or something, but everything just went down for him. And he's the guy that he and Jadeja had a match-saving partnership in the India-England series, but something happened after T20 World Cup. Maybe that that selfless thing finally got to his head because we finally won the World Cup, and he just couldn't get out of it. There are reports that Hardik Pandya may lead the ODI side, it's Rohit Sharma side, which I think they are false reports, and second, I think it's very egregious to have Hardik as ODI captain because first, Hardik is not fit enough to be T20 captain, which is the format where he actually plays a lot of cricket. But he's fit enough to be ODI captain, where he became the ODI vice captain originally because he was the T20 vice captain also, and they wanted the same captain to be in the white ball format. And second, you think he has the body to sustain being the ODI captain? Do you really think so? And if you think so, why didn't you make him then? Because reports are Rohit suggested Sky's name and all and everything. But the thing is, and second, fourth or whatever, that Rohit deserves to be ODI captain. Like in the Sri Lanka series, he was our best batter. You can say that he only scores in power play, but many people don't even score in that too in our team. Shubman Gill had good starts, but then he got out. So you can't really blame Rohit. You can blame Rohit for not scoring big, but he is our best ODI. I mean, if you look at the current form, like after the 2023 World Cup, we have just had like one ODI series anyway. So Rohit and Kohli are our best ODI batters. Kohli first and Rohit second. And if you look at the Sri Lanka series, then Rohit. So you can't really have him not be the captain. He, whatever you say, rigged pitches and all, he took you to the finals. He lost, but he deserves to captain another tournament. And hopefully after that, he retires from the ODI format too. Because the thing is, in the Test format, he probably should have retired after the New Zealand series only. Maybe not retired, but should have given up his Test captaincy, because anyone, like, this is just humiliation. You didn't only lose a series at home, you got whitewashed in the series at home. So he should have, you know, I think if there would have been another player, he would have probably retired, but at least given up his test captaincy after that. But he did, and now he's essentially forced to, you know, back down to sit. Because if you look at his press conference after the fourth test match, it felt like he was going to play. If it was up to him, he would have probably played this match. But that's what happened in the end. I hope Rohit realizes. He realized it in T20s. He didn't have like even a good T20 international record, T20 World Cup record. He already didn't have a good T20 record. But then he gave his best T20 World Cup performance, and he retired on a high from T20s. Tests, he has been, you know, kicked out essentially. It is an unceremonious retirement, and then if you see this, that ODIs, you know, I hope India, you know, finally gets itself together. We've not had a good time in men's cricket since the T20 World Cup has ended, especially in the longer formats. So I hope, you know, be it Gambhir, be it Rohit, be it everyone in the team get their acts together and we win the Champions Trophy and Rohit goes out on a high. I hope that happens. Yeah, you did win the World Cup. You had a chance to win a World Cup. It's not, you know, other people's fault that you didn't win the World Cup. And Kohli also, I have to say, like, the dismissal that I saw today, you either score in the second run or retire. Rohit is essentially retired anyways, and you also retire. You don't deserve to be. You have like a 25 average since like the last 4 years or something. This is it for you. Retire, boss. हो गया आपका. Overall, I will say that this is a pitch where we should have taken some chances, and the chances does not mean you अंधा लप्पा घुमाओ तुम, ठीक है. चांसेस का मतलब वो होता भी नहीं है, लेकिन एटलीस्ट स्कोरिंग शॉट, जैसे वाशिंगटन सुंदर ने तो स्कोरिंग शॉट ट्राई किए और वो थोड़ा ना कोई बहुत एज होके जा रहे थे, लेकिन मुझे वैसा नहीं लग रहा था किसी का भी माइंडसेट था. मुझे लगता है सबका माइंडसेट था कि हम जाएंगे, हम टाइम विल प्ले टाइम, और जैसे पिच अच्छी होगी तब हम मारेंगे, लेकिन पिच कभी अच्छी हुई नहीं. फिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया का भाई सैम कॉन्स्टास का तो मैं पहले कह दूँ, ये ना इसको चढ़ गई है. पिछले मैच में इसने पहले इनिंग में 50-60 मार दिए ना, और उसके बाद ये मैच जीत भी गए. ये इतना ऐसे बड़ा चढ़ा के कर रहा था, तो इसके ना सर पे चढ़ गई. फिर ये ज़्यादा, एक तो है तो ऑस्ट्रेलियन ही होगा 19 साल का, लेकिन आखिर में है बंदा ऑस्ट्रेलियन ही. मतलब गांडूगिरी खून में भरी होती है इन लोगों की. तो वो कर रहा था. बुमराह तो वैसे कुछ कह भी नहीं रहा था. बुमराह तो ख्वाजा को कह रहा था कि ठीक से करो. वो पता नहीं कहाँ से बकचोद बीच में आ गया और करने लगा. तो बुमराह तो गुस्सा हो गया. बुमराह गुस्सा हुआ और फिर उसने आउट भी कर दिया. इसको कहते हैं टेस्ट क्रिकेट. आई होप कल जब 5 बजे शुरू हो गए, आई होप हम लोग अच्छा करें. लास्ट में वो बुमराह हो, वाशिंगटन हो, सिराज, प्रसिद्ध के 3 रन थे. तो ये जो भी हो, इन लोगों ने कुछ अपने तरफ से कंट्रीब्यूशन किया कि हम लोग मतलब कि कुछ मार दे. मेरे हिसाब से अगर हम 200 तक पहुंच जाते तो थोड़ा बेहतर होता. 200 तक पहुंच जाते थोड़ा सा बेहतर होता मेरे हिसाब से. तो लेकिन ठीक है, जहाँ पे है वहाँ पे ठीक है. लेकिन आई होप जो आज हुआ डे एंड होने तक, आई होप इससे टीम में कुछ एनर्जी आए एंड वी गिव इट आवर बेस्ट. Be it in bowling, be it in fielding, be it in bowling plans, be it in fielding plans, be it in batting plans, सब चीज़ में 100% दे, and we come out on top next day also, and the days after that in this test match also, and we win this test match and we draw the series. I hope that happens. मेरा यही था ओपिनियन आज का फर्स्ट डे के लिए. सो आई होप अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो आप लाइक करें. आपको अगर ये टाइप का कंटेंट अच्छा लगता है तो लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें. अगर आपको नहीं लगता है तो उनसे शेयर करें जिनको अच्छा लगता हो. मेरे सोशल मीडिया लिंक्स, मेरा इंस्टाग्राम, मेरा ट्विटर लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, उन पर जाके फॉलो करें। मेरी UPI ID shaivboi@okicici है, उस पर डोनेट करें जितना भी आपका मन हो, फिर मैं यूट्यूब पे अपना करियर ऑप्शन बना सकूँ। दैट्स इट फॉर राइट नाउ, सो थैंक यू, गुड बाय, अलविदा।